we got some clips here that we like to play for the Stop and Chat guests. And,
Okay.
go over some stuff. But first, I really want to talk about Selena.
Okay.
Right? The movie. We got a movie star here.
Well,
bro.
the show, the series.
Listen,
Yes.
I don't care. It's a movie star. But listen,
You got a real life movie star here.
No, so you were in this the Netflix Selena movie. Series? Right. Okay, series. Now, when you finish, you film all the stuff, right? Do you wonder, oh man, did I do a good job? This and that. Are they going to and do you go back and watch it after to see how you did and critique yourself? Like, because as a skateboarder, that's what we do with our tricks.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
I totally did that. I for sure wonder how I did, and I had a pretty small part, so like. For lack of a better description, it was kind of hard to fuck up because there wasn't too much.
Okay, well, dude,
that
I saw
had to do.
Even in the preview when it comes on, there, it's like her and the thing, and you can see you in the background just with the guitar. And
yeah.
do you know how to play guitar?
I do.
Oh,
yeah, I do.
Okay.
And I can play left and right-handed as well.
What?
Oh, weird.
It's a small known fact. Little known fact.
Well, shout out
Switch
to people
God.
who are multi-talented.
Yeah, I know about
I can.
that.
Yeah, I can play guitar.
Okay.
But we actually had band practice.
Oh, you did?
We had band practice. They would make us go to band practice every day. We weren't filming.
Amazing.
Sometimes during days we were filming on times off. We had band practice so that we would look like we knew the song we were playing.
Yeah, the rhythm.
And then we had a choreographer who would like give us the dance steps to like go with it. Amazing. So that part was the hardest part because that you could mess up.
Sure.
And my character didn't have too much talking.
Okay.
So I did have a couple lines in each episode.
Yep.
But I was super nervous at the beginning, but then I became really good friends with the cast. Everybody was super welcoming because they were all seasoned actors, all people who like they're on top of their game
That's
with
their
it.
craft,
Yeah. And so I was definitely out of my element, but it was
What a good experience.
so good.
Wow.
It was so much fun. I can't even explain. It was so fun.
rad.
Yeah.
Have you gotten recognized from that series?
I have a little bit. Yeah, I have a little bit.
Getting
bit.
some
You're
fan
good from
mail?
Selena.
Huh?
You're
No,
good
no
from-
fan mail.
No
but-
fan mail?
Not from that, but it's I have had a little bit of love from that for sure. Even from people who like had no idea about my day job.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
so,
absolutely.
yeah. So
How did
that's kind of cool.
Oh, I was gonna say, how did you initially get that role?
I auditioned.
But like you just heard about it, you're like, that's
No, I got a manager, an agent, like an acting agent and manager who sends me on auditions.
Yeah.
They send me on auditions all the time, and I went. That was actually my first audition I went to after being hurt because when I got hurt. I told him like, yo, I can't go on audition because you can't go on a fucking audition on crutches, and then what, they gonna hire you and you can't walk? Like, so I told him, I was
Or maybe
like,
they hire
dude,
you because you can't.
yeah,
Unless they're casting for that.
yeah, like that's a specific type of situation. So there wasn't too many of those. So I told him like, listen, we're gonna have to put it on hiatus until I can move.
Right.
You know, so I hadn't gone on auditions for a while, and then finally I'd called and my agent said, hey, I'm back. I'm ready to get back into it. You know, during being injured, I spent a lot of time at acting class because that kept my mind occupied and stuff.
Gotcha.
But then I was like, all right, I want to get back to auditioning. I'm ready. I can walk. I can move again. So that was my first audition. But they sent me out to play the role. The original audition was for the role of Chris Perez, who ended up being the guy who married Selena. I did that audition. And then maybe like 6 weeks went by. I didn't hear anything of it. And usually if you do an audition, you think like if you don't hear anything in a few days, whatever. So I had done a bunch of auditions in between. And then one day my manager calls. He says, hey, they want to see you again for Selena. He's like, by any chance, can you play guitar? I was like, yes, I can. And he's like, well, in this audition, if you have a guitar, they want you to bring it and play a little something. I was like, okay, cool.
Wow.
So I went back.
Serenade 'em.
Yeah. I went back and I did the same scene that I had done the first time, but also then played him a little guitar. And then again, weeks went by, I forgot, thought, wow, I guess they didn't like it, whatever. Yeah, or not even that they didn't like, just guess they went with somebody else,
Sure.
you know. and did a bunch of auditions in between. And then here we go. One day they were like, my manager calls and says, "Hey, they went another direction with the role you auditioned for, but there's this other character named Roger that they want to offer you the part." And I said, "Absolutely. Why would I say no?" I had no idea about it, but I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." Yeah. And they were like, "Okay, but will you be able to be in Mexico in 8 days?" I think it was, or something like that. I was like, "Yeah, let's go." Like, I was just like, "Yes, absolutely." So it kind of just went quick, and like they sent me the scripts. I started reading them and tried to learn anything about this guy. There was very little information about him, which is good and bad because it allowed me to just kind of bring whatever I wanted to bring to the character.
But it is a real person.
He's a real dude.
So you want to try
Garcia.
to, do that justice as well.
To that character
Yeah.
as you can.
Yeah. So I didn't have too much to go off of. But again, like it wasn't too much as far as the story was concerned. Like my character, it wasn't too much weight on the character to like have an impact on the story. Like, so it was just enough. It was a perfect amount for me as a beginning actor to like get into and then get involved and learn. So
get a little experience under the belt and be on the set and get used to that.
Yes,
a little character actor.
That was cool.
I love that.
I spent about 8 weeks on that. 8 weeks up in like just up past TJ on Rosarito Beach.
Okay,
stayed up there. We shot on it's called Baja Studios. James Cameron actually had that studio built because that's where they filmed Titanic. So it was built for Titanic.
It's gonna be massive.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. And there was another movie that they did up there with Russell Crowe called Master and Commander. And there's this big ship that it was like a out to sea movie. I haven't seen it, but there was this big ship that was still there on and they did a lot of Planet of the Apes stuff there too. The newer
new
Planet
one,
of the Apes.
gotcha.
And like from every movie that was done there, they had big like set pieces that were left. And there's this place. This is what's so cool about Russell Crowe, at least what I think, is that like, it's Rosarito Beach. It's, spring break town, like party
Beautiful.
town. Russell Crowe, he likes to have some fun or whatever at that time, like to have some fun. And so like he would go out and they would get nervous. Like he's out by himself. He's a big famous movie star. He's in Mexico. Like, dude, this is not good. Like, so what they did is they built this place on set called the Monkey Bar. They built him his own bar.
That's sick.
His own bar,
way.
tables, everything set so he can go out on set and
On
they
set.
would know that he'd be safe.
I'm going to the bar.
Yeah.
So
Back
Monkey
over
Bar,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah, like it's called the Monkey Bar.
It was still there.
It's still there. Closed up. We tried to have them open it to see if we can get into it. And whatever, but I don't know if we had enough pool, but the Monkey Bar is right there.
That's incredible.
Baja Studios. Yeah.
What they
That's
won't do
cool.
for actors, man. Wow.
Man.
It just sounded like a
And
cool
that, and
idea
that
too.
movie didn't really, I don't think it did numbers like how they would probably expect it to. But they built a bar for that dude.
Yeah, sure.
Amazing.
Sure.
Monkey Bar, man.
But to them, that's nothing, though, to keep somebody safe.
Oh, yeah.
And, if he's out there,
sure.
on the streets and stuff.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I don't know that he was out going too crazy, but the
never
guy
know.
liked after work, liked to have some drinks.
There
so
you go.
he would just go out by himself and like
That was a
you
part
know,
of his
you're out in
rider.
Mexico
Right.
can be a
Need a
little
bar.
dangerous. Yeah, exactly. So they said, you know what? How about we build you a bar?
Yeah.
Some people like, like green, Skittles. Other people like a full
Monkey bar,
Yeah, monkey bar.
Not even just a full bar. Like they built a building, right? Put it up with a bar, like a staff, like
I love that.
Did you commute most of the time, or did you stay there for 8 weeks?
I stayed there. Like it would be like we started. My first day was November 4th of 2019. So I was there for 11 days. The first stint. We came home for Thanksgiving for like maybe a week, then went back, came back for Christmas break, New Year's, then went back. So I went 3 different separate times. It was like whatever it was, like I don't know, 10, 11 days here, 2 weeks here, 3 weeks there, whatever it worked out to be.
A little
But,
skate trip.
Yeah,
Little
it was
skate
good.
trip.
It was great.
You go to a little
Acting
skate
trip.
trip.
And they let me skate on the set too. There was this like reservoir area where they would like film water scenes, but it was empty and it had sick banks and stuff, and they let me skate in that little loading dock area.
I love that.
It was kind of cool, you know.
Do they trip out that you're like, oh yeah, I'm a pro skateboarder? Did they have?
I didn't actually. The cool part is like I went in there like I was nervous and shy and quiet and like just like out of my element, and some people of the staff like looked at me like, "What's that?" And it turns out one of the head filmers, Couscous, he was a skater, and he was like, and one day the director came up to me, Hiro. She's born and raised in Mexico, but she's like Japanese, and she came up to me, "Hey, Mr. Po, how come my cameraman is acting like a little girl around over here?" I was like, "What?" She's like, "You tell me you're some type of skateboarder," and like I was like, "Oh yeah, like yeah."
I said pro model shoes on Nike.
And, right. And he was stoked. So like him and I became homies. Yeah. Him and I became homies, and he would tell me like. He would like give me a load. Hey, on this scene, like stand a little over here so you get more face time.
Okay.
And he'd be like, be over here like that. And I'd be like, all right, good looking out.
He's like zooming in on you and then pulling out like he's like doing. They're like, what are you doing over here, bro?
Yeah,
I was like, don't worry
yeah.
about it, man.
Hey, skaters supporting skaters.
So, shout out to
They're skaters.
That's in the truest form right there, bro. I'm gonna make sure you're standing out
Right.
of the scene.
That's so tight.
But there's skaters everywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
it
we've
was
come-
literally like
That's
it was
amazing.
it was cool. So that kind of helped break the ice on some things, and like a couple of people on the cast had worked with my dad before.
Okay,
so
sick.
and the crew. My dad had shot a movie there on the studio before as well. Amazing. Actually, a funny story. Claudia, she was like responsible for like making sure the cast was on time and on set from their dressing rooms. Like you got to be on the set on this time, or let you know your call times and stuff like that. And like I would see her in the day and we'd be all friendly talking, "Hey, how you doing?" Laughing, joking. She was hilarious, and like we'd be talking, whatever. But then apparently I found this out like, I don't know, maybe a little whiles into it, like ways into it, when we had already been like friendly talking, everybody's talking. And she was like, I forget exactly how she brought it up, but like she we were talking and we're friendly and whatever, and then she said something about like, "Yeah, but how come you don't return my text?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "You never. I text you all the time, like you gotta be here, and then you never respond to me ever." I'm like, Claudia? What do you mean? Like I never had any text from you. What are you talking about? It turns out because she was there on another show when my dad was there. She was texting my dad the whole time. So my dad would respond like, "Who is this? What is happening?" And she was like, "How come you get so mad? Like you don't respond, or you don't act like you don't like know what I'm talking about." And like she showed me, and my dad responded like, "What are you talking? Who is this? What are you talking?" I'm like, "Claudia, what is that number you have?" And I look and I'm like, "That's my dad." Like, yeah, she was texting him like this whole time she thought I was being a weirdo. Like I'm cool in person, but then when we're gone, like haha. Like
Did she have any idea that you were his son?
Not before that.
Okay.
Not before that. But yeah.
How'd she get his number instead of yours?
Because
He shot before.
she like works in Mexico on that studio a lot. So whenever different projects come in, she'll be the point person to kind of work with the actors and get them organized and whatever. So she would end up.
So she was like, "I already got his number."
Right.
I guess in her mind, she like I don't know. It just was
maybe
like,
she had two Paul
a little
Rodriguez's in
lapse.
there.
Yeah, maybe she put my name as a different one.
Right.
And like my dad as Paul Rodriguez. And like, I don't know how she would put it.
Right.
I love that.
And
Time for set. Who is this?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Like we need you in makeup at this time. Like
I love it. Your dad's
what
probably
is
at home,
happening
like
here?
tripping. Like, am I supposed to be somewhere right now?
Yeah, he's like,
did I
am I
get
missing
booked?
a job? Like,
Did I
what's-
get booked on a gig? And like, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Amazing, bro. I
yeah.
love
So that was a funny little mishap. So I don't know. It was cool. It was cool.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
man.
That
That's
was
amazing,
really fun.
bro.
That was really fun.
So much going
that.
on, man. It's amazing stuff too. It's like
dude.
movies,
I know.
shoes.
And he's skating and filming
Video parts.
filming offerings
We
and
got-
stuff.
Video offering.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Filming
Thank you.
Video offering is amazing.
Video offerings. There you go. I love that, dude.
Where is that like button? Right? Is it right here or right here?
Just a little scroll coming down the bottom.
It's
Subscribe.
over to it's on your
It's on my
left.
right? It's on
No,
my
on your
left.
left.
Hey,
Yeah.
hit
Right
that
there.
button right there.
Right there.
Right
Yeah,
there.
please.
The like button's kind of like in the middle there. It's like we're kind of like
it's like right here?
Kind of.
Like
yeah,
right
and the
there?
subscribe's like over to the left.
It's like right over there. All right.